Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Earth and Bloom channel. We're going for a little walk today in the garden. We'll give you a little tour. We better feed these guys. She's hungry. He's still a little nervous. Alright, now that we got the ducks fed, let's check the garden out together. Got lots of flowers coming on. Bunch of marigolds there. Those are volunteer sunflowers. They came from last year's. But it looks like they're starting to put on flowers, so that's good. We rototilled this, so they like came up all around. So we just transplanted them in that row, and they actually survived. So there's a weed. Yeah, I think last time you seen this, we were doing the planting and the rows, and you'll see how those raised beds work. So here's our zinnias. They're doing all really good. We got like pink ones, and there's more of a, what is that, a coral? More of a coral color. A couple oranges here. So lots of zinnias. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows here. And that's an experimental over there, and we'll show you that in a minute. And then snapdragons. So basically all the flowers have been cut, because we're just setting up for the sale right now. Setting up the garden shed. So I still need a bush hog around the edges again, but the price of fuel, I keep the bush hog to a minimum this year. No sense wasting all that diesel fuel. So right now this is our status beds. So you can see I weeded up to here so far. I got another half a row to go, and Michelle got these two weeded. So status status is a drying flower. We use it it dries out really nice. So you got nice hard stems. Find one that's kind of budded over here, these white ones. And they bud out really nice filler. Or making dried bouquets with like a pampas grass. And you'll see that in the future when these start really coming on. So we got 2 rows of white, a row of purple, and another row of purple, it looks like, right here. And we got 2 rows of rudbeckia, I believe this is. Don't quote me on that. So we gotta finish weeding this one a little bit. So then if we walk over here, this is our experimental rows. So you can see some coming up. Michelle saved seeds from last year's zinnias to see how they did. And I'd say there's about a 30% germination rate. And they're looking all right. So these will just be a later blooming planting. And then that's just basically some excess veggies and weeds over there. Alright, now let's walk over here. I'll show you probably my favorite tool for in the garden. And I bet you it's our oldest tool on the farm. Here she is. Yeah, so this is a Lodge and Shipley Chore Master. Patented in 1951, and I believe they only made these for a few years before it went to a different name. So right now I got it set up for in between the rows. It's just a nut and you can adjust it either way. And you can slide these in or out depending on row spacing, and you can adjust the depths. And you can adjust it here. And they also make different attachments for them, but of course they're hard to find. I stumbled upon this on Marketplace, so I'll show you a few runs and that'll be that. Alright, so simple. It is a self-drive. Choke it. Original 3-horse Briggs & Stratton, made in Canada. So it's definitely a lot easier than hand hoeing. And it keeps in between the beds nice and clean. And like what weeds are left like this, they just pull out real easy. It loosens up all the roots, so there's no roots left in there with the weed, so it works out well. You can see this is 2 passes, and this one I haven't done a pass yet, so it cleans it out pretty quick. So if we walk along, you'll see roots here. That's all the roots, so those weeds will die. All the roots are taken out, loosened up. No ripping and tearing. So I think that works out well. So yeah, that's why we have these raised beds with the flowers. That Chore Master does a nice job in between the rows. Keeps the weeding to a minimum in between. So you just need a weed in between the flowers. Like these weeds here, you gotta hand do those. So these are close to 100-foot beds, and it takes about 2 hours to weed the whole thing by hand, maybe. For the first weeding, and then from then on it's just one weed here and there. Like these, we did once, one heavy weed. And then it's just whatever ones come up like this, and they just pull out nice and easy. So you'll forget some weeds and they'll come up, but they all come out quick. And then that row's done again. So as you're walking by, I just pull out the weeds. With the raised beds, the weeds come out pretty easy. And then of course keeping the centers tilled. So I don't run the Chore Master through these as much once the canopy starts, because not much is growing. I just pull out what I see. Well, that's it for this one. I'll keep at it in the garden here. Just thought I'd give you guys a quick garden update and a quick peek at the Chore Master. Leave down in the comments below what the oldest piece of equipment you guys run is. I'm pretty sure that one's our oldest. It's a early 50s. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. We got firewood every Fridays and farming equipment videos and garden videos every Sunday, so stay tuned. We'll catch you guys in the next one.